Now we've become familiar with the before/after feature. There's a point that comes up here. And that's that we ourselves knew where the project was. That's why we would go there, zoom in, and say, the proposal is here. For example, this or that, and so on. But let's assume that the person we sent this to doesn't know where the proposed project is. Should we set up a camera for them so that the camera gives them the address? And then, if we want to create an animation in this web environment in CityEngine, how can we do that? You heard right, animation in this web environment. Well, this is actually a hidden feature. To do this, we enter CityEngine and delete the two exports we just created, because we're going to generate the export again now. So, we use the camera placement feature, which is called a bookmark. Look, now if I have a specific bookmark in mind, for example, here, this is my design site bookmark. I come here. We mentioned that these are overlapping because we selected and turned them all on together, but that's not important at all. Here, I create a bookmark from this star-shaped section. I name this one design site. Now, wherever I am on this site, whenever I use this star feature for the design site, it goes to that camera we set up, and you can use the other options as well. So, wherever you want, you can set up this camera. But I also want to create an animation of this space. I'll start from here. We can do this by moving the camera. So from here, I'll create a new bookmark. I'll name it 3D View 1. I move forward. I get closer to the site. Here, I create the second bookmark. I get closer to this design site. I rotate for bookmark 3. Next bookmark. I move forward. I come and stop here. I create this bookmark. Look, the reason these are overlapping is because both of them are on. Now I'll turn one of them off so you can see better. The streets were overlapping like this too. Alright. Now I move. In the redesigned environment, I grab its bookmark. Again. I move again. The closer the bookmarks are to each other, the slower the camera moves. The farther apart they are, the faster and quicker the camera movement will be. We come here. Next bookmark.